That, guys, we need to admit it. Operation Metro is the best map ever in Battlefield, ever, across all the different battlefields. All right, I'll speak for myself. I really love Metro. I really love Metro, and there are many reasons I actually play this so much when I play Battlefield 3. And in fact, if you want to play Battlefield Operation Metro from Battlefield 3, the original one, you can actually do that. You can actually just get Battlefield 3. And there are still servers who actually run this. Enthusiast players who just don't want to play anything else, just Metro. Now, I personally prefer Metro or Operation Metro, the original one, and not the updated one. And from time to time, I do enjoy getting back and playing more. They always play. I can actually find always 64-player servers who are still operational even so many years after the game was released. So why I actually love this map so much? I mean, this map is bashed by so many, but between us, it's because they died a lot. Don't tell them. But why? What makes this game so amazing? Well, first of all, I really like there was 3 different lanes you can actually push through. And actually, once you're able to push through, usually using smoke and using the beacon of the recon class. The stalemate usually happens, of course, in the middle. Everybody rushes to the middle, but this can change. If you're able to pass through, you can actually force the combat to be on the third part. So there are 3 lanes, but there are 3 kind of main parts where action can take place. And it's very hard to actually break this stalemate. If you're able to break this stalemate, it's very satisfying. So if you're able to push the other team to their third part of the map where they actually spawn, you can actually just push them, and it will be very hard for them to actually pass through. If you're able to do this, it's very, very satisfying. And of course, you can do, and once you're able to push through to the third part of the enemy team, this can easily change completely if one recon was able to put a beacon maybe in the middle, or maybe the enemy's other enemy's side, anywhere there. The game just changes and shifts constantly, and then the other team are just searching where to see where the beacon is. And it's really kind of a hunting game to search the beacon, because this is really the thing that really changes the pace of the game. Now, of course, many people complain about the aim 320, which I think is amazing, because it's actually what created this stalemate situation. Otherwise, it would be kind of easy to just pass through. But it's always fun trying to find the gap between the explosions, and you're able to pass through using smoke. And for me, I really played lots with the knife. I really enjoyed using the knife, getting kills with the knife. I just enjoyed so much. So for me, like just getting down, being able to knife somebody was very, very satisfying. Actually, thousands of kills with the knife in Battlefield. This is one of the things that I enjoy doing the most, rather than just shooting. Now, strategic 3 lanes is nothing new, right? We have MOBA games with the same concept, and I think it works very well for tactical maps. Right? Because you can still flank enemies, and again, this map was designed so well. Battlefield 3 in general was designed so well to take advantage of the classes. Usually, if you want to use lots of M320, usually you want to also have a support class that can drop ammo boxes for you, so you can continue doing it. So usually people just pick up certain classes to support their team, rather than just going everybody with a certain one. Of course, healing, we need lots of healing, so we're going with Assault. So the class was very, very important in Battlefield 3. Now keep in mind, this is not like Call of Duty, especially Call of Duty Vanguard, where the time to leave is like 2-3 seconds. Sometimes you just can't leave because you just spawn other players insta-kill you. This is still a kind of what other people call mid-ground, where there are lots of deaths here, but the time to leave is actually much longer. So just feel less frustrated in just being killed, spawn. Even the pro players in Call of Duty, I saw many streams, by the way, of Vanguard, even they are frustrated. You just die almost immediately. Only the top players were really, like Scamp, were able to do very, very well. But other pro players, I saw them, they are suffering. So basically the time to live is very, very short in Call of Duty, in some of the map support that are more tight and close quarters. So the time to live in Battlefield 3 Metro is considerably longer. Actually, many people are just camping and just enjoying getting the kills. Other kind of a more brave, trying to pass through enemy lines and cooperate together to make sure you're able to put a beacon and try to change the pace of the combat in your favor, and you're able to push the enemy team towards their base. But even then, there's always a chance you can actually change things, right? Already, if you have a good aim, you can pass through. Maybe you're going to find a situation where you just use smoke, pass through enemies, they don't even notice you. It happened to me so many times. And this is a great map for those who just love action, but don't like the kind of super, very tight combat of Call of Duty, which of course is not like that with lots of explosions. By the way, keep in mind there are servers with no explosions allowed, or just a few explosion kills allowed, all right? So it's not like this is just always with M320 on. There's some customization options for servers, and some of them don't even allow explosions at all. But I love the one with explosions. Here you can actually see me using the M320 as well, which I use a lot, by the way. You can get tons of kills with this. So again, if you like 90% action and 10% just, you know, not, well, this is Operation Metro. I mean, compared to other, for example, Battlefield games that are, for example, let's talk about Orbital in Battlefield 2042. I played it in the beta and I was so bored with it. It was absolutely, not absolutely, but it was kind of a snooze fest. Just walking and walking and walking and walking and walking. Even a map with 128 players is just walking and walking all the time. And of course, because the maps are big, there's no cooperation with other players. If you play with your friends, all right, they will stay with you. But otherwise, you see players just going solo. So it doesn't matter what class you're using, what you're going to do with healing, what you're going to do with any extra support for your team, because you can't give support. If you want to beat something that drop an ammo box, who's going to take it? Just you. It's really felt like classes don't matter at all, really. Look at me now, right? Where are the other players? I need to join them, all right? Either forcing myself to join them, and then they don't care. So what I'm going to do is just trail back on other players, each one, and then they split. Each one go to this one, this direction, the other one goes to another direction. There's no group team play. There's no team play at all. That's how it felt like. And this is the nature of big maps. And keep in mind that in Battlefield, of course, there are maps that are smaller than this. The big maps will definitely suffer. This is great for those who just enjoy flying jets and helicopters and drive tanks. But even then, it just felt not satisfying at all. I think the only fun was actually for the jets just hunting down single targets that actually spread on the map. So what they're doing really big. This is not the biggest map. This is still not the biggest map. This is like the third of the smallest one, and still huge. So just imagine other maps that are much, much larger. This is why where is the action? I just use a sniper rifle for a map like this. There's no reason even to go assault, really, because enemies you're gonna see them far away because the gaps between players are just so big. Even again with 128 players. And you can see many people just while they're doing all these snipers, they know where they can actually, especially in this map, they just climb to the building and just snipe. There's nowhere actually a safe place for them. So those who actually enjoy sniping, you just climb to the building, then you find tons of people just sniping at top of the building. Because that's what they want to do, but they created a map that just make it so bad that you actually force them to go up to the building and just snipe people. And even then, sniping from there is so high that it's very, very hard to snipe. Anyway, I think it's a really, really bad map. I really dislike it. And keep in mind, although I like Metro, I play many other maps. But again, maps need to be, even with 128 players, I think that it's good for medium-sized maps. And this one I don't see as a medium size. This one I see as a huge map, really. And this is still not the largest map in Battlefield 2042. So in general, yeah, I want more close-quarter maps. And by the way, if you want to play in Metro, you don't need to make a remake. Actually, I'm playing now on the highest settings because again, the game was released so much long time ago in 2011. So now we can actually run with my 1660 GTX with everything ultra, and it's run great. And it looks amazing. I mean, if you consider when this game was released, compared to the graphics that I actually experienced in Battlefield 2042, actually Metro looks amazing. It looks amazing. It actually looks great. Just think about how many years passed since the game was released. I think 10 years? It's crazy. Yeah, by the way, I'm just checking, October 25th, 2011. It's just, so the game looks really great on Ultra, in my opinion. So if you are searching for a remastered version, waiting for it, I really want, by the way, a remastered version in next-gen Battlefield, so we can experience both this one. Hopefully it will come for Portal, probably maybe in a DLC. We need to wait and see. So yeah, just maybe a better looking Metro, I don't mind. But again, it's not about the look when it comes to Metro. It's about the things that I actually mentioned that makes this game so addictive, and why it's still alive after all these years, why there is still many players that actually enjoy it and really want to play Metro. Many of them, by the way, will just play this map. Many of them just play this map. They're just addicted to this map. So yeah, so in my opinion, there's plenty that what Metro has to offer. It's a great map in my opinion. I really enjoy it, but of course I'm going to balance it with other maps. But I really want to have the classic maps that are smaller ones from Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 without actually just jumping into big maps, maybe from time to time, but I really like medium-sized maps, and of course having the option to just jump into close quarters and just not spend time walking, just pure action. Sometimes just to kind of a stable balance between the different type of action that I get compared to the layout and the size of the maps themselves. But if you really want to play Metro, you can play it right now. They're still going to find servers, you're still going to have fun and enjoy it. You don't need to wait for Battlefield 2042 or wait for a DLC that brings Operation Metro back, probably in a more beautiful fashion, to look better. But again, they shouldn't touch the core of the, not add doors, not add anything, just make it as it is, because as it is, it was just perfect. So this is it, just my opinion on Metro. I love the map, I still love the map, I still enjoy it. And when I got today, by the way, as rusty as I was, I enjoyed it so much. It was so much fun. Of course, it was so nostalgic. But again, some of the nostalgic games that I replay, I see that I don't enjoy anymore. But Battlefield 3 Operation Metro, I still enjoy it. I still got like a little kid that get excited, you know, when you just full of, you know, you just enjoy it all over again. You now know why you love this map so much. And you just feel it again so many years after. It's amazing. Yeah, so for those Metro lovers among you, and for those who hate, don't hate, just play other maps. There's no reason to put hate on the map, right? It's just another map. Some enjoy it, some don't. Even the maps that you love, some others don't like, you know, so it's natural. So this is it. Metro, you can play it right now if you want. It still exists, there's still active servers. Hopefully we'll get something that will be available in Battlefield 2042. I don't mind, by the way, some cosmetic changes to the map just to make feel things more refreshing, but definitely I think it's going to be amazing to have it as one yet another map in Portal. So this is it. I see you on the next video. Consider subscribing to my channel and give this one a little like. See you on the next one. Cheers. Bye bye.